Hello guys, thank you for joining me here today. Welcome back in here. We got the top 5 attackers, and this is going to end out our year 5 of Rainbow Six Siege. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe to the channel, and remember that this is all my opinion at the end of the day. You guys might have a different one, and I would love to hear yours down below. So let's get into number 1, and that's going to be Zofia, actually. So guys, this isn't actually in a specific top 5 order. These are just the 5 best, as I always say in these. Every single time we do a top 5, we got to decide, is it Zofia or Ashe, because one of them is always needed. When you're looking at Ashe, they added a breaching charge for her, and that is great, but they took away the stuns, and the stuns are very, very important for being able to burn utility. Now, ADS systems got nerfed last season, or this last season, with Jaeger only shooting 1 and then going on a cooldown and so on and so forth, but stuns are still the best way to blow these out, plus just having stuns is good, so Zofia wins with that. As for the weapons, as always, I always think Zofia has a better weapon, the M762, and even the secondary weapons better. The RG15 has the red dot pistol sight with the muzzle. It's very, very good. Plus, you get more health with Zofia comparatively to Ashe. You just get more health, but you're also slower. So Ashe would be better at rushing, but Zofia, she's going to go on this list, and Ashe is not going to make the cut because I can't have 2 operators with the same exact role, basically. As for one tip and one fun fact with Zofia, so Zofia, if you don't know this already, she can withstand. So if you get down, you're going to be able to revive yourself, and if you do, you'll get revived with very, very little health. And as for a tip, do not shoot barricades open with your impact launcher. That is the worst thing to do. Just use your gun, use a knife, etc. But please do not use your impacts. I'm talking Ashe or Zofia. Number 2 on the list, guys. This one might surprise a little bit of you guys because this was not an operator that was even considered on the past few years. Maybe not the past few years, but the past few seasons. This is Hibana. So Hibana was being thrown through the blender the past few seasons. They added Ace, which was just way better in every single way, and Thermite, of course. So those 2 operators handled everything other than hatches. Hibana was only good for hatches, very situational, but now she is kind of the bomb when we talk in hard breachers. So the thing about Hibana now is that hatches only have ever taken 4 X-Kairos pellets. So as you guys know, previously there used to be 6 that came out, and that's all you could do. Now you could do either 1, 2, 4, and 6, I believe, maybe, if I'm right there. I believe those are the different combinations you can go with, and hatches will only require 4. And for example, like castle armor pellet panels, those will only require 1, so you only have to shoot 1 pellet instead of all 6. So what I'm trying to say here is you're able to just be a little bit more creative with it and definitely be able to spread it out a little bit more, and you don't have to use as much utility just for 1 hatch or 1 armor barricade. Now Thermite and Ace are still better for breaching, hard breaching, but I did not put them on this list because I wanted to stay a little diverse here, but they are definitely necessary operators in some situations. I'm just throwing Hibana in here because I really like the way that the developers have taken her. Plus the weapons are very, very nice as well. Once you get used to the recoil pattern on the main weapon, get an angled grip on that bad boy, your aim down sight speed is very, very fast, and you also have pretty decent damage and fire rate as well. So a tip for all of you guys trying to play Hibana, consider working with your Thermite and Ace and trying to bait the bandit into tricking your Hibana over their Thermite charge or Ace charge. This is super powerful because you could really just play with their heads because you're able to just shoot 1 in every little thing, and if they ignore it completely, you're going to get a hole open, and then you get a teammate that has a frag grenade and they could just kill the bandit right off the wall. So it's a win-win play. Definitely consider that whenever it's a wall. But moving on down to the 3rd operator here. So the 3rd operator is going to be Maverick. The hard breach support is what I consider him. He's also pretty good at fragging as well. He has the frag grenades. He has the Maverick torch. A lot of cool things you could do with Maverick, such as be a support player, obviously. So anytime a Thatcher is banned or anytime a Thatcher is not being played, the alternative really is Maverick, and that's the best way to put it. The lovely thing about Maverick is you first of all have a pretty solid weapon, and then you also have the torch. You can make torch holes and kill people through those torch holes very, very easily, or consider making a torch hole up high, and if you make it up high, you're able to throw frag grenades over the wall. You could easily get any bandit, Kaid, anything off of that wall. You could get kills, or you could just get the gadgets, and then your actual hard breachers can open it up. Now, if you don't have a hard breacher on your team, you could also open up an entire wall. That is called Maverick tricking. You guys could search that up if you don't know how to do that. I have a video on it. It's not the best video because I'm not the best at Maverick tricking, but you guys will get the gist if you watch that video. But my main key advice for Maverick is first of all, play with the M4, not the I think it's like a DMR is the other alternative. So play with the M4. That's the first advice. But the second advice is also to play as a support operator. That's really at the end of the day is what you are. If you guys need a hard breacher, maybe not Maverick is the best play. You're more of a hard breach support. Now you could do it with Maverick, but it's just not very time sensitive. So if I were to recommend anything for you guys, use Maverick as a hard breach support, basically meaning you are supporting the hard breacher in being able to get the wall open. So Habanas, Ace, Thermite, whatever, you're trying to help them be able to get the walls open. But that is our number 3. We're moving on up the list. We got the 2 best operators, and once again, they're not in a specific order, but it sounds better whenever I say the 2 best operators. So number 2 is going to be Thatcher. We got another hard breach support, of course. So Thatcher is really the number 1 guy whenever you're trying to disable things. The only issue with Thatcher is that he can only disable things now. He doesn't actually destroy things. It's a 15-second disable, I believe, is what the EMPs do, but it no longer destroys anything. So bandit tricking has become a little bit easier in some way, and none of your gadgets are going to be disabled for the entire round, which is a plus. However, Thatcher is still very, very good at being able to get inside of the walls for your hard breachers. Additionally, late round, you could be throwing your EMPs, disabling all traps or anything along that line, and have your team have a chance to get into sight without getting 18 goos to the feet, Elamind, and then Kapkan trapped all at the same time, which is always a plus. Also note that you have the L85A2. That's the weapon you should be using. You're going to be wanting to use the maximum scope that you can. That changes all the time, but the 2x at the current moment. Also rock with the vertical grip, and a compensator is also pretty well. The only thing with Thatcher is you aren't like the other operators in its class. You don't have the access to SMG 11. But to round out Thatcher, I want to give you guys a list of all things that you can temporarily disable. So you could disable Cade, Mute, Bandit, Kapkan, Smoke, Jaeger, Valkyrie, Ella, Legion, Mozzie, Echo, Vigil, Alibi, Pulse, Clash, Wamai, and even Malusi. You could also disable bulletproof cameras and C4s. So as you guys could see, the Thatcher EMP can disable things for quite long, and I think it's actually 10 seconds maybe. But either way, 10 or 15 seconds, you don't have to deal with any of those. Just remember to watch out for those ADS systems because they will take your EMP right out of the air and destroy it. And the number 1 operator is Recruit. I'm just kidding. However, Recruit is good, but it's going to be Jackal. So I'm going to throw Jackal on here over like IQ or anything like that because I honestly think he could dominate any single game. First of all, you have the C7E. This is one of the best ARs. I like to say it's the second best AR. Now you guys could, disagree on this, but I would personally say it's about the second AR behind the AK-12. But beyond the weapon, you have the tracker, the foot tracker. Everyone hates the foot tracker, but it's very, very, very powerful for one reason only, clearing out roamers everywhere. Okay, so Jackal's main role should to be clearing roamers, so you should start on one side of the map and just clear the roamers all the way to sight. Once you track the footprints, if you have a few of your friends, few of your boys all pinching in on one guy, then it's basically impossible for them to even get out of wherever they are. Easy kill, and you're going to make the roamer probably have to sprint back to sight for his dear life. So Jackal is our numero uno. Anyways, just a little update on the channel. As always, I'm changing things up a little bit. I'm doing less uploads, more quality. I prefer doing more quality videos. I know there's channels out there that have took basically my exact channel and just duplicated it, and that's fine. I'm going to do something they can't copy, and that's quality content. So if you like that, I'm going to be posting less, which results in less views, and I understand that. But if you want to support the channel even further, there's that little join button there. If you guys want to hit that, that's $5 a month. You also get access to the community tab where I just talk to my members. So if you guys join that, I would highly appreciate it. I thank you guys very much for watching to the end of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.